Hello everyone, it's Riton72 here, and I'm back with another video. This is really weird for me because I haven't filmed a video in forever, and I do apologize if you do hear any background noise. And as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be showing off all of my Fnaf toy animatronics. I was going to make this video weeks ago, and I've been kind of just like recycling the same content, so I do promise. After this video comes out, I think on Thursday or Friday, I should have new customs revealed. Hi. Okay, but yeah. So then I guess we'll just start with Toy Bonnie. So here we have Toy Bonnie looking super Sigma as usual. And if you're wondering, whoa, Ritom72, how did you do that? Well, I used a Dremel to sand down all the lumps on the Fnaf AR Toy Bonnie, and that was a very tedious and difficult process, but the Dremel definitely did come in handy, and I do recommend you guys get one if you're interested in making really good FNAF customs. So yeah, this is the silly little boy Toy Bonnie himself. I did forget to do the second tone around the eyes, sadly, and that's also the same with Toy Freddy. And for the joints, I decided to paint them metal because I think it just looks better that way. Because most of the time, I don't like to have the joints the same color as, like that, the normal base color. I don't like that. It's just not my thing. And I'm just now noticing I never put eyelashes on, but that is all right. And one thing that's unique about all of the toy animatronic figures is that for the eye color, I used glow-in-the-dark paint, but the paint was pretty expensive, but it doesn't even work well. Like, literally sucks. Like, what the Sigma. And you can barely see it in the light. But, oh well. So, oh, and one detail I want to point out is, look, I even painted the metal endo color on the parts of the ears, so that's kind of cool. I did get a little scratch right there, sadly. So for most of this, or like for the second tone, this is in fact white with a teensy weensy bit of white. A teensy weensy bit of gray, because having it straight white looks like kind of clunky. Oh, and yeah, look, 'cause you see like how I messed up there a little bit. You can like see the original lines, but that's not too bad. For the cheeks, the cheek and the bow tie, it's just red apple with some of the metal color, which I think I can pull out right here, is this metallic glass paint color. This is from Walmart. It was like $1.50. Nothing too crazy. And then for this base, this is a very difficult base to create. And I'm just not noticing how different the color is on camera. Holy crap. It's a lot lighter and less blue in real life, but the camera makes it look almost like darker. So weird. Yeah, that's so crazy. Oh well. But yeah, for the eyelids, this is purple with the metallic. I think like a Concord grape. Pretty sure. Don't ask why that's there. I don't even know. The one issue after sanding it is like how it's like it like feels really matte-ish. Like it doesn't feel like shiny and glossy and smooth. It's kind of rough. In the ears, you can definitely see like how rough they look. I don't think I ever said what color I did for the blue. I mainly did a mix of these three colors. Wait, is it these three colors? No. These three colors. I'm pretty sure I used a base of this color, even though it doesn't look like it much, because I wanted like a base of like gloss, because I need it to be glossy, you know? So I did a base of that. I did a few droplets of bright blue, and I did a lot of cool blue, and I got this color, and it looks really close to what Glamrock Bonnie looks like. I used the exact same colors, just different amounts. Yeah, this chubby little guy. Anyways, so I think we should move on to the next figure. Next up, we have the main man himself. Okay, so, just kidding. Toy Freddy. Look how Sigma he is. I did the same process I did for Toy Bonnie with like sanding it down with the Dremel. And that was a very tedious process. Nothing I couldn't handle. Because, I'm just so Sigma. And yes, he is very chubby. And recently, the reveal for Toy Freddy, the Fnaf movie, came out. And Toy Freddy's like a lot skinnier. And I'm wondering if I should try to make that. Because, like, this guy is like unbearably chubby. Like, I gotta have his arms like this, or else the paint's like getting chipped off. Like, hold on, where's it at? Like right here, see that? That's not fun, so I gotta keep it up like that. But then he looks super goofy, Like, he's just very goofy in general. Anyways, so for a base, this is like a glossy nutmeg brown. This is a beige, a very lovely beige. For the cheeks and the hat ribbon thingy, it's the same process I did with Toy Bonnie, just I did more metallic on accident, so they're more like pinkish and rosy, but that's alright. And then of course just some classic black paint for the hat, and the joints, that same metallic. And I did do the second tone around here for this. I don't understand why the official design looks like that. It's like, does bro got panties on or something? Like, what the heck is that? That's suspicious. That's weird. But this is slightly inaccurate, because Toy Freddy has, like, the weird, like, part bulging out at the feet. If you know what I'm talking about, it's hard to describe. And then, the two buttons and the bow tie are also that glossy black. Same with the freckles and nose. And I had a really big issue there, because, like, it was, like, piled up so much for some reason right there. I just, like, couldn't get it to stick on very well. But overall, Toy Freddy does look pretty clean. I think he looks pretty nice, except for the eyes, which are super foggy, sadly. I'm definitely going to fix up these guys' eyeballs eventually. But yeah. And then next up should be Toy Chica. And here is the Skibbity Queen herself, Toy Chica. I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it. Anyways, so here's some of your guys' favorites animatronic, because, anyways, so right off the bat, you might be like, what the Sigma's going on here? She has, oh my gosh, she has a removable beak. I don't have a spare head, sadly, so I'm thinking I'm going to get another Toy Chica head from, like, a Fnaf lot on eBay or something, and make the second oh my gosh, I can't speak. Like, make it where, like, what she looks like in the office, with, like, her eyes just, like, empty and her beak's gone. But yeah, for now I just have a nice removable beak, which I think was really nice. It was actually pretty simple. I just had to, like, put her head in boiling water, and I pried this off, and it just, like, came apart like that. So pretty nice. And this bib was very difficult. I think I did a decent job. It is a lot better than my FNAF 1 Chica rendition. Both renditions. You should check out my older shorts for Chica, or my older videos for Chica. But yeah, and sadly, this is definitely not sanded down to the best of my ability, because you can definitely see all the bumps, and you can tell it does feel, like, rough. So that's not the funnest. But I do really like the bib. I can't even get over it. I made this custom, like, in December, and I'm filming this in April. That's how long I've been waiting to show you guys this video. Or, like, show you guys the full-length video on these guys. I was actually going to originally review them in February, but my predictions of when I release stuff is very wrong, because it takes a lot longer to release stuff. You know what I mean? You can kind of see the primer right there. But that is alrighty. So for the bib, just classic gloss white paint, and then orange and yellow for the text, and a bunch of random colors just dotted. The metallic color for the joints. For the cheeks, I think that's just like straight hot pink. Nothing else with it. And I don't know why I made her eyelids so flippin' gray. I needed, like, why does he have the brighter eyelashes? That's so weird. Why does the femboy have brighter ones? Don't get it. Whatever. But yeah, fire custom, isn't it, guys? And once again, like with him and him, the glow-in-the-dark eyes, which do not work very well, sadly. I don't think the teeth work on the beak is the best, but I think it's fairly good considering how horrible my customs used to be. But that is alright. Alrighty. And then yeah, we just got some. I think this might just be dandelion yellow gloss. And yeah, fire custom, fire everything. Oh, and one more thing. The feet and the beak, this is just a basic orange. I don't have any gloss oranges as of when I made this custom, but now I do. So this is just like a really nasty matte color. So you can kind of like tell like the difference in shininess. The camera's not doing it justice. But like I did do a layer of gloss Mod Podge over everything a few times, because if you guys aren't aware, you know how most people, when making their customs, they gotta put some gloss or matte finish. But if you weren't aware, in the winter you actually can't do this, because like putting spray paint like in temperature that's lower than 55 degrees is really gonna mess up the spray, and it's gonna look absolutely horrible and super shiny for some odd reason. And that's why this guy is super shiny. Same with Foxy and Chica from Fnaf 1, but not Bonnie, because I did matte Mod Podge with him. But yeah, well, this is only if you're doing like the spray in a garage. Sorry for the background noise. In your garage, or outside. Or like if you got a heated garage, then you could do that. But mostly in the summertime, or not summertime, in the wintertime, you're gonna need some Mod Podge. This is what works really well. I really like this stuff. I recommend you do multiple layers, but don't make them too thick, or else it'll just be like peeling them off. So like a bunch of small layers. Wait like 15-20 minutes in between each layer. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this fire video and these fire customs. Tell me what you guys think about them, and I've already gotten like a lot of comments on them, of them being like super good, except I have a few comments about the joints, but that is already. And speaking of Mod Podge layers, I did like way too many on all of these guys. So like the paint color on the joints like peeled off here. You can kind of see the peel. So I try to like paint it back over with metal, the metallic color. But it's definitely not very solid, so I'm also going to fix that, because one day I'm going to make a video showing off the updated versions of these guys. Same with my Shattered Glamrocks and Glamrock Monty and Glamrock Bonnie, I think. I think I slightly updated him, and then I did paint Monty's sunglasses this color. But these two guys aren't going to matter, because I'm 3D printing super game accurate Glamrocks. And just to like show, here's what Glamrock Chica looks like. If you are an OG fan, you know that this looks very different than what she originally looked like. Same with Shattered Bonnie, Ruined Monty. Well, not Ruined Monty. Ruined Bonnie, Shattered Monty. Like, look at this. And Shattered Roxy, which I will all make videos and shorts on like way down the line, because I have like 15 more customs to reveal. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 customs in progress. And that's not including Game Accurate Roxy. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of this video. Tell me how I can improve my customs. Comment in the description about my customs. Not in the description. Comment in the comments about my customs. And here's a teaser for one of my upcoming customs. So yeah. And I'll make sure to catch you guys in another video. And stay tuned, subscribe, and you better come back. Bye.